In Libya, more than 11,000 people are dead in the flood-stricken city of Derna. That's according to the Libyan Red Crescent. Authorities have now blocked civilians from entering the city as search teams scour through the mud and destroyed buildings for the thousands of people still missing. The disaster was caused after two dams upriver from Derna collapsed during heavy rains over the weekend, sending a torrent of water into the city. So for more on this, I want to bring in Ciarán Donnelly. He is the Senior Vice President for Crisis Response, Recovery and Development at the International Rescue Committee. Ciarán, thanks for joining us right now. This is such a sad situation. And I think, it a little bit got overshadowed because Morocco had such a another crisis over there. But let's talk about what's happening now. What are you hearing from people on the ground in Derna? As I understand it, as we just said, now they're stopping civilians from going in there. So this is about some sort of recovery effort. What's happening?
Yeah, it's a horrendously tragic situation. The International Rescue Committee has about 180 staff in Libya. We've worked there for over 10 years. We have a base in a town called Shahat, which is to the west of Derna. Our immediate response was focused in Shahat, but we had a team that got through to Derna yesterday. And so they were able to witness the situation on the ground for themselves, reported back to us. Very much what you're seeing in the visuals, a very devastating situation. It's quite chaotic on the ground. The army and the civilian authorities are trying to encourage people to leave and prevent people from re-entering the city. As you can imagine, many families and communities are eager to go and search for their loved ones. There are many thousands of people missing, many thousands of people confirmed and feared dead. And that poses obviously a significant public health risk as well. In terms of the devastation. We're quite concerned that while there are incipient aid efforts, there are civil society organizations, private individuals, and organizations like ours getting through, that the aid effort is both not yet sufficiently organized and certainly not yet at the scale that's needed in order to help communities recover from this real tragedy.
Yeah, we spoke to a doctor earlier in the week, and he talked about the need for heavy equipment and all sorts of things. And I thought you guys were already in Libya, but you need some sort of functional government in order to get international aid in order to get permission, all that sort of thing. And Libya is in this kind of weird position where there are almost kind of two competing governments.
Yeah, Libya has gone through over a decade of conflict and political turmoil, and the country has essentially de facto been divided in two, with an internationally recognized administration in Tripoli and another administration in Benghazi governing the east of the country. That has the potential to really hinder the aid effort. Now, what we've seen so far are signals that both governments, all parties in Libya, are willing to work and make efforts to remove barriers to the aid effort. So we're getting visas for staff. We're seeing transit and flight and land transit opportunities opening up. So there's a potential for barrier. The bigger issue is that after 10 years of conflict, the structures of government, public services, social services, the maintenance of public infrastructure has been heavily degraded. And so the baseline starting point for communities in Derna and other affected communities in Libya is really quite a low one, which makes the challenge of responding to search and rescue, of recovery, taking care of the survivors, all the more difficult.
Yeah, that's one of the things I thought of. It was that if this is the result of a dam break, and I know this was a sort of extenuating circumstances, but then if this is if this is an example of a challenge that they're facing with the infrastructure, what's the rest of the infrastructure like?
Yeah, there's a lot of very under-maintained infrastructure. Yeah. As I said, very weak in government services. And of course, it's combined by the vulnerability of places like Libya to climate events like the storm that hit, excuse me, earlier this week. So what you've got is this kind of perfect storm, if you'll excuse the phrase, where countries like Libya and communities that are affected by conflict and political turmoil are also heavily vulnerable to extreme weather events, which we're seeing, of course, with increased frequency due to the climate crisis. And so when they hit, the infrastructure that hasn't been adequately maintained isn't able to withstand these extreme events. and the kind of early warning services, the civil defense and protection services that in many countries would aid people to evacuate or would aid in the recovery efforts just simply aren't there. And a lot then is left to local civil society, to international organizations like ours, the IRC, working in partnership, of course, with Libyan authorities, but it really is a scramble against time at this point.
I think that is a really great point. Right now it's about rescue recovery, but what you just brought up there is the ongoing conversation. Because, I hate to say, well, I'll probably be talking to you again about something similar, a natural disaster where the infrastructure could not withstand it. Really, really quickly, what can people do to help?
People who are interested in supporting the International Rescue Committee can go to our website, rescue.org/Libya. We can provide medical services. We're scrambling to provide safe water facilities. We're trying to set up safe spaces for women and girls in particular. So please go to our website, learn more about our efforts, and support us if you're able to.
Ciarán Donnelly, thank you so much. Great work. Thank you.
Thank you.